Good morning all. Have you made any good mistakes lately? I'm proud to say that we have. But Reiki, a mistake? That's one of the ones we never made. You see, we're all brought up and taught at school how bad it is to make mistakes and that we must avoid making mistakes at all costs. Well, we disagree. After all, what actually is a mistake? A decision gone wrong? A choice gone sour? A preference that turned out not to be? How can we possibly admit we were wrong and still save face? My mother used to say, "You've made your bed, now you have to lie in it." What nonsense is that? Yes, you did create this unpleasant, unfavourable, unsuitable situation. But do you know what? If you have the power to create this situation, you also have the power to create another, more favourable one too. Yes, you have the power. If you made one bed to lie in and you don't like it, you simply create another bed. You don't have to lie in it, put up with it, suffer, do penance, feel ashamed, or anything else. Just make another choice. Make another decision based on your preference at the moment, born from this unsuitable, uncomfortable situation. Champion. Onwards and upwards, life just gets better and better. How's that then? Because we have, by our own mistakes, learned something that we don't want in our lives. We can now scratch that off our list and move on to the next entry, wiser and happier. But also remember, if you hadn't given it a go, you would never know. It would always have been on the back of your mind going, if only. We moved to Cornwall and on the face of it, it should have been perfect. But for us, it was not. All the pointers and previous holidays we'd taken there and talk from others said it would be great. But for us, it was not. So we've been there, done Cornwall and worn the t-shirt, as they say. But moving to Cornwall in the first place actually got us moving, literally and symbolically. If we hadn't gone there, we wouldn't be here, up north again. In fact, a lot further north than we were before, Och the New. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Who knows? It's just a thing. It'll be whatever it turns out to be according to how I feel in the moment. It's an ongoing adventure. At the moment, it feels exactly right for us right now. Of course, if that changes, if it feels a huge, mega, awful, disastrous, monumental mistake, then perfect, brilliant, wonderful. We can simply make another decision, another choice, based on preference, born of experience, and move on again. Of course, it might just be that we fancy another change and we can skip the disaster part altogether. The more mistakes we make, the more we know, categorically, what we don't want in our lives. This allows us to develop a preference for what we do want, even if we can't draw a clearer picture of that yet. I'm 63 and still drawing my picture. Knowing what you don't want allows you to fine-tune hone in on what you do want. So celebrate every glorious, monstrous, embarrassing, funny, sad, painful, humiliating mistake you have ever made. Bless it and let it go. Freedom. Bless it and move on. Flexibility. Bless it and use it to show you your heart's true desire. Fantastic. And if you fancy a touch of chikara-reiki-do in your life, then have a go. Mistake or magic, only you can decide. Have a powerful chikara-reiki-do weekend.